Now on CoastTV News.
Recent rain on the coast, but it's not enough to wash away the drought.
Rehoboth Avenue paving is almost done, but that daytime paving is causing frustration for some business owners.
The Pallet Village in Georgetown is expanding with a new building on site.
And it's been a gloomy Friday, dealing with some light rain across the area as we speak. We'll be out of here in time for the weekend. I'll have the latest. We'll track it on FutureCast and have a little early look at your Thanksgiving forecast coming up.
This is CoastTV News at 5.
Dry, brown grass everywhere you look. Good evening. I'm Christina DeRobertis.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 5. We begin tonight with a drought that just won't seem to call it quits.
Yeah, the drought, it's not dwindling, and neither are people's concerns. CoastTV News reporter Emma Aiken is in our newsroom tonight. Emma, people are worried about what this dryness means on a larger scale.
Christina, the irony is that we did get some rain today and we are seeing consistent showers now, but that doesn't mean the drought is over or even close.
Dry, brown, open fields. That's likely what you'll see driving through Delmarva. That's because the extreme drought has no signs of letting up anytime soon. Carol Conroy enjoys solving puzzles, but she can't seem to solve what's going on with the weather.
I just worry about climate change and what this means for the future. We can enjoy the nice sunny weather, but we know there's a price to pay somewhere along the line.
Conroy says she pities the farmers who've dealt with the drought.
As you can see, with the dry, brown grass, even with the recent rain, the grounds just simply aren't getting the relief they need.
Mark Prouty is hoping the upcoming season can help.
I'd like to see a winter with a good snow amount because that's a nice slow release of water into the groundwater and would help facilitate replenishment.
Some showers in the near future should help chip away at the ongoing drought.
Our meteorologists say the current weather conditions are on track to become the driest autumn on record. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Emma. And sticking with the drought for a minute, state agencies are reviewing plans on how to deal with these dry conditions. The Delaware River Basin Commission will be holding a special virtual public meeting in December, and officials will consider a resolution to preserve and protect water supplies during long-lasting droughts.
This brings us to our CoastTV poll. We want to know what's been the most noticeable during this drought.
Let's take a look at the results. And so far, if you look at your screen, you can see 44%, most people saying browning grass. We've definitely seen a lot of that here on Delmarva. 37% saying lower pond levels, 16% saying dusty conditions, and just a few poor crop yield.
But we want to hear from you. If you haven't voted yet, go ahead and do that. You can do it at coasttv.com or use the CoastTV mobile app. Plus, you can also leave a comment. We're taking a live look into Laurel here. Not a lot to see out there. Let's check in with our first alert meteorologist, Chris Mastrobuono. Chris, what are we expecting here?
Hey, good evening, Charlie and Christina. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's Friday. That's about the only positive thing I can tell you, because it is nasty out there. It's really, a lot of low clouds. We're beginning to see that rain move over. As we mentioned yesterday, that severe to extreme drought continues. A lot of factors go into that, soil temperature, other ecological factors, and we're going to begin to chip away at this drought here over the next 7 to 10 days as we begin to see more rain in the forecast. And yet we continue to break records with each passing day. The driest autumn on record, you can see the driest autumn ever was back in 2001, where we had 2.67 inches. That is where we're at currently. So we are on pace to kind of smash that record as we push through the autumn here. You can continue to see the rain pushing, finally making its way to the coast. It's been pretty dry there. Most of the shower activity has been across eastern shore, but as you can see, the rain is not all that heavy, kind of more of the nuisance variety, and this is all associated with a big upper level low. It's been responsible for producing upwards of a foot of snow through the Poconos, central New York, and northwestern New Jersey, helping them with wildfire relief there. But you can see that big spin, and this area is going to begin to pivot off the coast over the next few hours. So if you're heading outdoors this evening, dress warm, because it's going to be very raw. I mean, with these temperatures, it might as well just snow, right? With rain and temperatures in the 30s and those winds gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. We'll talk about your weekend and that all-important Thanksgiving forecast coming up.
We're going to stick with weather here just a little longer. Severe conditions now bringing snow, rain, and wind to multiple states on both coasts and into the weekend. This all started with a deadly bomb cyclone that fueled back-to-back atmospheric river events in the Pacific Northwest. That brought power outages, downed trees, flooded roads, and widespread damage to homes and businesses. The forecast still showing several inches of rain and snow to come across multiple states all the way through Saturday.
So major cleanup, or the bigger cleanup will have to be after the storm passes.
Out west, more than 396,000 customers are waiting to be put back on the grid in Washington state and in California.
The Rehoboth Avenue paving project has been on a bumpy road with plans changing several times over the past few months, but now it's almost complete. Take a look. Here's how it's coming together. And paving work was moved to the daytime due to cold overnight temperatures, but some businesses along the road say the project has really been an eyesore.
It's hard to say, but I think most of the businesses feel that's the case, that people coming into town are seeing the construction and could be avoiding it, maybe opting to go to the outlets instead of coming downtown.
And this work will be put on hold from November 27th to December 2nd for the hometown Christmas parade.
A new addition to the Pallet Village in Georgetown. A groundbreaking ceremony was held today for a new community center. One of the new amenities will be a telehealth conference room. Pallet Village co-founder Judson Malone says health is a major focus point.
In addition to keep people getting income and finding permanent housing, the most pressing need was health, mental health, help with addictions, substance use, help with chronic illnesses that had not been treated for too long.
The plumbing and foundation for the building are already laid down. Construction is going to continue now that the groundbreaking is over.
The Thanksgiving holiday is expected to be a record-breaking week of travel. Friday expected to be the busiest travel day for flyers before Thanksgiving, and the Transportation Security Administration expects more than 18 million people will go through security across the U.S. for the holiday period. And some newer federal policies looking to make travel smoother are in effect this year. Here's a live look now into the Bay Bridge heading eastbound. It's predicted Wednesday will be the biggest travel day for drivers across the nation. AAA projects a record 71.7 million people will travel by car for the holiday.
There's bad news if you're looking to buy a house in the next 2 years. Freddie Mac reports that the average rate on a standard 30-year fixed mortgage was 6.84% this week, in the 7th weekly increase over the past 8 weeks. And economists and recent forecasts say rates, they're expected to stay stuck above 6% for at least the next 2 years. That means Americans hoping to become homeowners will not be getting any meaningful relief from lower borrowing costs.
Heading to politics now, the judge in President-elect Trump's New York hush money case has postponed sentencing to allow more time for arguments on whether the case should be dismissed. NBC's Alice Barr shows us more into Trump's new pick for U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
President-elect Trump moving ahead with his new pick for the critical Attorney General job, naming former Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi, an experienced prosecutor who the president-elect praised for her work against drug trafficking. A longtime Trump ally, she was part of his first impeachment defense team, promoted false claims about the 2020 election, and wants Justice Department reforms.
The Department of Justice, the prosecutors will be prosecuted, the bad ones. The investigators will be investigated.
Bondi's selection came just hours after the first Trump pick, former Congressman Matt Gaetz, pulled his name from consideration amid intense scrutiny over allegations of sex trafficking and drug use that he denies.
If the things that the House Ethics Report were true, I would be under indictment and probably in a prison cell. But of course, they're false.
Gates resigned his House seat to pursue the AG job, today saying he will not try to rejoin the next Congress. It comes as the judge in President-elect Trump's New York hush money trial postponed his sentencing after a jury convicted him of falsifying business records to cover up an alleged sex scandal.
We didn't do a thing wrong.
The delay giving time for the Trump legal team's arguments that the case should be dismissed based on the Supreme Court's ruling on presidential immunity and the president-elect's impending return to the White House. The Manhattan District Attorney's Office did not oppose a delayed sentencing, but signaled it would fight any effort to throw out the conviction. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Still to come, after making a pit stop in Dover, the Capitol Christmas tree finally making it to D.C.
Well, it's 39 degrees in Laurel, winds 15 to 30 miles an hour right now. Just a nasty evening out there with some light rain continuing through the evening. We'll talk about some windy conditions as we begin the weekend and a brief bout of 60s before big changes heading into Thanksgiving.
But first, all your cool things to do this weekend. That's up next.
The biggest selection, the best brands, now at unbelievable savings. Shop the Black Friday sale at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get your better night's sleep now with huge savings on Beautyrest Black, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Purple, and Kingsdown. Plus, doorbuster deals like this Nectar Queen mattress now just $6.99. Shop smart, save big during the Black Friday sale. Going on now at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World.
Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Black Friday is now at Vernon Powell.
2,500 pairs half off.
Plus, save 20% off over 100 brands like Extra Tough, Hey Dude, Crocs, and Skechers.
20% off Saucony, Asics, and New Balance.
20% off work boots.
20% off outerwear, apparel, and handbags.
Kendra Scott Marie Newton Jewelry, buy one, get one 30% off. And 30 to 50% off select Pandora. Now through Cyber Monday while supplies last.
Shop early for best selection and support local business.
See more doorbuster deals at vpshoes.com.
Our crawl space was really damp, it was really dirty, and it smelled really bad. Working with the Bennett Termite team was easy. I'm very satisfied with their promptness to get here and get the project done. Our home has been super dry since it's been encapsulated. Our heating and our HVAC bills have improved. It's a huge return on your investment, and overall, it's just really something nice that you can do for your home. If I had to give somebody one piece of advice, I would say call Bennett Termite. You won't regret it.
This is Coast TV News at 5.
Ready to spread some holiday cheer this weekend? Whether it's giving back or getting active, we've got you covered. Christina DeRobertis has your cool things to do.
Well, there's a mix of Christmas and Thanksgiving fun this weekend, but the coolest thing you can do is help people in need. And here are 2 ways to give back this weekend. First, you can help stuff the truck with the Rehoboth Beach Volunteer Fire Company. Stop by Buffalo Wild Wings in Rehoboth this Sunday with a new unwrapped toy and get a discounted meal in return. Or join the Coast Country crew in Salisbury on Saturday for the Joseph House Holiday Food Drive. Bring non-perishable food items and make sure everyone can enjoy a good meal this holiday season. On Saturday morning, the Millsboro Public Library will host the Nanacoke Indian Dance Troupe. Watch Native American dancers bring their culture to life in the library's multi-purpose room. Or lace up your sneakers and head to Felton for the annual Gobble Wobble Run on Sunday. It supports the Lake Forest Community Education Foundation. For event details, tickets, and more, just head over to CoastTV.com and click on Cool Things to Do.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the in In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
3 brands, 2 locations, 1 choice. Delaware Hot Tub Company, turning hot tub dreams into reality for over a decade.
Offering the most luxurious spas like hot springs and caldera.
Now, Platinum Spas too, starting under $10,000.
Ask us about free covers, free steps, free local delivery, and 0% financing too.
Save time, save money.
And upgrade your lifestyle with the first choice in the first state,
Delaware Hot Tub Company. Hot tubs, hotter prices. Delaware Hot Tub Company, Millsboro, and Lewis.
Transform your bath today with Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Ask about our Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion. A new bath or shower for just $69.95 plus 20% off all upgrades.
Imagine stepping into a beautifully renovated bath designed by our experts and installed by our certified professionals.
Call our office by December 15th and schedule your free in-home consultation to take advantage of the $69.95 Refresh for Less Black Friday promotion.
Before you sign, keep Baths by Spicer Brothers in mind, because you deserve the best.
For 25 years, the Delaware Community Foundation has served Sussex County, empowering donors to achieve dreams and create lasting change. Now our roots grow even deeper. Our new Lewis location is designed for discussing goals, planning legacies, and creating impact for future generations. As the year draws to a close, consider how your charitable giving can shape a stronger community. Schedule time to meet here, or let us come to you, in person or online. Make more possible in your community with the Delaware Community Foundation.
It starts with our oldest family tradition, artisan bread topped with the finest hand-sliced meats and cheeses. Add in the freshest locally grown produce, but don't forget the In our house, it's not just a hoagie, it's a primo.
Toyotathon is on. Shake up the holidays with an exciting new Toyota. Take an all-wheel drive Camry to go ice skating. Visit Grandma in a Highlander.
Grandma!
You got it. Or bring home a tree in a Tacoma.
Are we in a snow globe?
Buy an exciting new 25 Camry with low 3.99 APR financing, or get low APR financing on a stylish new Corolla sedan.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here at North Bay Marina, we know that boaters have the most fun.
Well, Mother Nature not really cooperating with any Friday plans that you might have. We're beginning to see some shower activity roll through the area. It's a raw, windy night with the rain, so dress warm if you're heading on out. The good news is the rain is going to taper off through the overnight, but it will be a blustery day on Saturday. We're going to see highs in the lower 50s, but it's going to feel much colder with those winds. And unfortunately, it's trending unsettled as we roll into Thanksgiving. We're seeing a complex storm system roll across the country. It's going to bring rain, snow, wind, and ice throughout the Midwest and portions of the Northeast. As I mentioned, it is nasty out there. Temperatures in the 30s with the rain. We're in the lower 40s at the coast. Winds sustained anywhere between about 10 to 20 with gusts as high as 25 to 35. And when you factor in that with the rain, yeah, makes for some pretty gross conditions out there. The rain, the nuisance variety, not all that heavy. Light to moderate rainfall working over the area. You can see it pushing through Cambridge, Salisbury, finally making it to the coast, and that's all associated with a big upper-level low. They had wildfires up in upstate Pennsylvania and New York earlier this week, so much-needed snowfall there, upwards of a foot of snow. This low-pressure system is eventually going to push off the coast, and you can see some mountain snow across West Virginia. We are just dealing with a cold rain here as it continues to push across the area. We have gale warnings up through Saturday night across the Delaware coast. Further south, they extend through Saturday morning off of Chicotee, and in the Bay, those extend into Sunday morning. There's Futurecast showing the rain pushing off the coast. About 11, 12 o'clock, we'll begin to see that moisture kind of fall apart. We wake up to sunshine tomorrow, a cold start. As I mentioned, by the afternoon, lower 50s, feeling much colder with those wind gusts, and we'll keep the sunshine in play into Sunday, bumping the temperatures up into the mid to upper 50s. Rainfall totals additional through the midnight hour, not all that impressive, maybe upwards of 0.20 of an inch. 37 degrees overnight, rain early, late clearing, a raw and cold night. There's those winds gusting upwards of 30 through the evening, but by tomorrow afternoon, We're gusting 35 to 40 out of the west-northwest. Still a bit breezy into Sunday, but not as high as what we will see on Saturday. Mid-50s on Saturday. We're in the upper 50s by Sunday. We're in the 60s into Monday and Tuesday. Weak front moves through Tuesday. Could spark a few showers, but the big action rolls in early Thanksgiving. We see the system roll across the area. Cold air in place through the north. We could see a coastal low develop. So if you're traveling out of town, take a close eye to the forecast as we continue to iron that out. Behind it, though, some big time cold air as we enter the month of December. And then behind that storm system, we settle into another dry weather pattern as we begin the month of December. Tammy Tidwell of Millsboro, Delaware, the winner of our Paul Davis umbrella, a brief bout of the 60s, and then we're down into the 50s. We have the rain there on Thanksgiving, and then we're in the 40s for Black Friday.
All right, thank you, Chris. And due to the weather conditions and rain that Chris was just telling us about, the town of Ocean City has announced that Winterfest of Lights will be closed tonight. However, the train display at the convention center, that will still be open for people to enjoy. Winterfest will reopen tomorrow at 5:30.
The future of the Milford Museum is going to be front and center tomorrow night from 1 to 3. The museum is hosting an open house for people to learn about plans for the new Milford Welcome Center and Museum. This is happening at the former police station on Front Street.
And coming up on the Delmarva Sports Network tonight, your football pregame show at 6 p.m. It's Scoops and Scores. Then your game of the night at 6:30. Fort Hill will face off against Cambridge South Dorchester at 10:30. It's Nittany Game Week. And tune in for the final score at 11. Plus, coming up, tips to protect yourself and your family from getting sick this holiday season. Stay tuned on Coast TV News at 5.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Black Friday starts early at Johnny Janosic. Get our guaranteed lowest prices, plus an extra 20% off, or 0% APR for 60 months. An extra 20% off, or 0% APR for 60 months. Black Friday is going on now at Johnny Janosic.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
At Tillman Orthodontics, we love to laugh and smile. Especially during the holidays, when the best memories are made with family and friends. Whether you choose clear aligners like me, or regular braces like me,
we'll keep you smiling through every family photo, even the goofy ones.
Because orthodontic care isn't just for today. It's a gift from us that truly lasts a lifetime.
This holiday season, transform and celebrate with a brighter smile from Tillman Orthodontics.
Dad, I need your help. I am in over my head with this house. I've got buckling floors, doors that won't close, sick kids, and a frustrated wife. Did you call Dry Zone? No, I called the cheaper guys. You've got to call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Brought to you by Dry Zone, your local crawl space experts.
It's a time to get together with family and friends, but as you prepare for Thanksgiving, experts say you should also protect yourself and your family from getting sick. Dr. Jennifer Brull with American Academy of Family Physicians says the holidays happen at the peak of respiratory virus season. She says vaccinations can help protect against flu and COVID-19. Both are recommended for everyone 6 months and older. Brull says it's important to keep your hands clean and consider putting on a mask if you're at high risk of getting severely sick.
Much as you want to see those folks, you do not want to be the reason why they get something that might make them more sick than you are.
The CDC says right now RSV cases are elevated in the U.S. and continue to increase in some areas of the country, especially among young children.
And speaking of the holiday season, the U.S. Capitol Christmas tree has arrived in Washington, D.C. to be part of the nation's holiday celebrations. This 80-foot spruce has been named Spruce Wayne by social media vote. The tree was harvested from Alaska's Tongass National Forest. It traveled that 4,000 miles, making stops in communities along the way. You might remember that we showed it making a stop in Dover just recently. Once Spruce Wayne is secured in the ground, it's going to be decorated with thousands of ornaments handcrafted by Alaskan communities. And during the holiday season, Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign works to bring the Christmas spirit to everybody. How about this? Already, the initiative has raised more than or almost $80,000. To donate online, visit blessourchildren.org.
Coming up next, how this penguin got a second chance at life and a first-class ticket home. Stay with us on Coast TV News at 5.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade GMC.
Be charmed by Lewis.
Visit our unique shops and restaurants.
The Brush Factory is the area's premier destination for the unique and unusual for home, garden, and you. Come support our 60-plus local merchants and artists.
Welcome to Lewis Brewing Company, your new local microbrewery. Enjoy fresh craft beers and a great local spot to gather and unwind.
We can't wait to serve you.
Savor the best of the season with fresh local seafood, farm-to-table produce, and well-aged prime Angus beef.
At Harvest Tide over the bridge in Lewis.
Lots to do and see.
In Lewis.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown! Yes! 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 Oh!
Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Visit Gateway Subaru this holiday season during the 2024 Subaru Share the Love event through January 2nd. With every Subaru purchased or leased, Subaru will donate $250 to one of these 5 charities, plus an additional $50 when you choose your hometown charity. And Subaru will donate $5 for every routine service performed. At Gateway Subaru, our customers are the heart of what we do, and we're committed to being a positive force in our community. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
This Thanksgiving season, Delaware Electric Cooperative is giving $10 million back to the people we are proud to power. Members who received electric service from the co-op in 2012 and 2013 will receive a credit on their November bill. As a not-for-profit utility, the credits are a return on the investment members have made in DEC over the years. Our co-op belongs to you, and we're so thankful to power Central and Southern Delaware.
From our co-op family to yours.
Happy Thanksgiving!
Well, how about this? An emperor penguin that washed up in Australia is finally back where he belongs. The picture is of a malnourished Gus stranded on a beach 2,200 miles from Antarctica. And that went viral. After 20 days in the care of local wildlife experts, veterinarians said Gus bulked up enough to make the voyage to the Southern Ocean. His caretakers loaded him onto a boat, sent him out into the sea. They say now is the best time to return Gus to the ocean before warmer weather returns.
This week on Sunday Night Football, the Philadelphia Eagles will take on the LA Rams right here on Coast TV. And stay tuned after the game for your local news.
I'm certainly looking forward to that game. Well, it is going to be a nasty evening, light rain, but temperatures in those 30s. So bundle up if you're heading out for any plans this evening. Get your forecast at any time by dialing our First Alert weather phone. Now, hold on to your hats tomorrow. Winds gusting as high as 40 miles an hour. Brief bout of the 60s before we unfortunately see some unsettled weather rolling into Thanksgiving.
All right, thanks, Chris, and thanks to you at home for joining us here for Coast TV News at 5.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
Inside Edition is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 6. Have a great evening.